Okay, so this is the cleric. He ain't the friar, he ain't the monk, he ain't the bishop, he ain't the pope, so he must be the cleric. So, how do we define the cleric? Just to clarify, the clerk we are talking about is not the one that you see when you walk into the supermarket behind the cashier. The clerk we are talking about is the one wearing the brown robe with the hoodie, as so. During medieval times, the cleric was a low-ranking member of the clergy of the Roman Catholic Church. His studies mostly revolved around Alleluia, Alleluia. That's right, you guessed it, the Holy Bible. However, the cleric's duties did not include solely the Bible. They also included employment as the scholar, the scribe, and the secretary. Sorry boys, they weren't that good looking back then. Okay, so what is the connection between the cleric and Geoffrey Chaucer? Swell guy, by the way. Geoffrey Chaucer puts the cleric's tale into his overall work of the Canterbury Tales. During the Canterbury Tales, the cleric meets the host, Geoffrey Chaucer, as they decide to go on a pilgrimage to the Holy Canterbury together. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to direct your attention to our feature presentation. At this time, I would also like to point out that our presentation we are about to show you is in no way, shape, or form a representation or plagiarism of any other movie previously made. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and please enjoy the cleric's tale. Okay, so, now that you've seen the prologue, let's get to the meat of our story. Our story takes place in Italy, where we meet Walter. Walter is a bachelor whose gallivanting with women finally drives the province to force him to tie the knot. In finally tying the knot, Walter gets married to Griselda. Griselda is a low-ranking woman who Walter feels he needs to put through several trials in order to prove her worth as a wife. So, Griselda's first trial is that she must send her first daughter away to be murdered. Walter tells her that they must do this in order to suffice the townspeople's wishes. However, Walter just sends her away to be raised by his sister. Griselda's second trial is that she must do the same with the son. However, Walter just sends his son away to his sister to be raised just like the first time. Griselda's final trial is that she must accept the divorce that Walter says the Pope wants them to get. So, she accepts the divorce. However, Walter realizes she is finally a fit wife. So, Walter reunites the family by calling for his children and says that he is going to marry his daughter. That concludes our tale. Surprise! You didn't get rid of me quite yet. Okay, so, first we still have two matters of business to take care of. First is the moral of the story. Second is the campaign. The moral the cleric is trying to present is, ladies, don't be the old ball and chain. Be steadfast with your husbands and be patient. That will make you succeed as a wife. On a personal note, one way you can do this is by trying to let your husbands watch their Sunday football. It means a lot to us. Trust me, I know. Our last matter of business is the lifeboat. Why should you elect us to be on the lifeboat? Well, I got many reasons, but I'll tell you right now. First reason is that, well, we clerics are very smart and educated, so we can teach your children about Sunday school, God, and how to read and write. The most important reason that you should elect us to be on the lifeboat is because we have strong ties to the big man upstairs. This means that we can put in a good word for you, and you'll probably get into heaven. On the other hand, if you don't elect us to the lifeboat, you may be spending your eternity with this guy down in hell. Trust me, he's scarier than he looks. Okay, so, in review, we want you to vote for us, the clerics, to be on the lifeboat. Trust me, it's in your best interests.